You finished?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
Hi, YouTube viewer. I can't even speak. Hi, YouTube viewer.
Yeah, you're gonna have to project your voice for the viewers. We're gonna throw this in the bloopers for your show. Go ahead.
Hi, guys. How about that? This is Sophia from Sophia in Life, and I have a special guest. He's really not that special, but
Whoa, yeah, I think I'm pretty special, but okay.
Anyways, he's my son Joshua, and I wanted to bring him on today. I promised you guys, I believe it was Friday, that I would bring a special guest who worked in the hotel industry, also the restaurant industry, and ask him a couple of questions or let him basically give you some information that might be insightful to explain a lot of viewers' questions on why Kenneka Jenkins family, why they haven't received the full footage from the hotel.
Before we do that, we just want to reach out to the family and say we feel for you and we're sorry for your loss, and we hope that you guys are coping well and
Right.
taking all the steps needed. But hopefully you guys have a big network of family to get through the moment, and our prayers are with you.
Definitely. And with Josh mentioning that, I wanted to go back a couple of days ago. I posted a couple of videos, and I want to apologize to Kenneka's mother because I believe I pronounced her name Tereasa. I go by what I see and go with the pronunciation, but I think from what I've been listening to, it's Teresa, so I truly apologize. But let's get into the video. As I said, I had posted a video, and it was the activist sees the video before the mother. And the reason that I didn't post it over the weekend as I promised is once I did review the video that was online of Kenneka stumbling or staggering throughout the hotel, I was too upset. I had to take time out. And so anyways, we're here today. I brought Josh in to ask him a couple of questions regarding hotel security. Now, before we go any further, let me get this out. We are in no way representing him as an individual who worked or works for the Crown Plaza. I brought him in because of things that we discussed before. I mean, years ago, before this even happened, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, okay, let me go back to him, and he can share with the viewers on my page exactly what he told me for clarification. I want to go ahead and tell a viewer, Angela Nelson, that I noticed your comment where you agreed that the mother should have viewed the video first also. And I want to thank you for that. So let's go ahead and get into these questions that I have for Josh. And basically the reason that I brought you on here is there was an activist who came out, and Andrew Holmes, and he indicated that he has saw the full hotel footage. And he said during a press conference that he saw Kenneka walk into the freezer. And that's where you come in regarding the hotel security cameras. A lot of people are upset because they're mad that the hotel chain, the hotel Crown Plaza, shared with the activists the full video, but not the mother. And I thought maybe you could give a little insight on why the hotel may have actually given the mother the full video footage.
Well, for about 8 years, I've worked in the food and beverage and hospitality industry, from hotels to restaurants. Been a corporate trainer for a big business. I'm not going to say exactly which one, but a very, very large chain. And one thing that I took issue with is that they said that there was part of the video where she walked across the front desk and there was no one at the front desk. somehow we still haven't heard if there, I'm guessing, was security overnight, or could the part that sounds a little bit janky to me is working at a hotel. Even when we would go down to just one person who was the front desk receptionist, or if you want to call it customer service, whatever, normally you would have one overnight person who would be dealing with all of the paperwork and pretty much just keeping an eye out overnight for who's coming in and who's not. And then on certain nights, because it would vary, some nights there wouldn't be security at the particular large hotel that I was working at. But normally on the weekends, Thursday through Sunday, they would hire an outside security company. The reason for me is that they say in the video that there was no one at the front. I take issue with that. You have hundreds of people in your hotel, and there's no customer service person at the front. There's no security. There's no manager. There's no nothing overnight for your. And on top of that, this young girl, if we're going on everything that they say, this young girl found her way floors down to a vacant wing of the hotel and walks herself into a freezer. That's what they're saying. So let's go with that for a minute.
Now, let me ask you this before
Yes.
you go any further. Let's break this down. Now, we're only going by the information that we've seen online or we've heard through videos, because we have no contact with the family's attorneys. But okay, as an individual who worked the front desk, because you work various positions in the hotel over your career,
Correct.
But as an individual, let's say that night when Kenneka, they said that the video footage shows that, or someone said she did walk through the lobby. Aren't the employees expected to remain at the front desk at all times, or
Overnight?
in the
If
vicinity?
your position is overnight, that's your job. Your job is to not only do the paperwork that gets the business through the night, making sure that everybody in the hotel has been charged properly. Your job's also to just keep an eye out. Just keep an eye out for the people who are walking around through the hotel, the people who are coming into the hotel overnight. I don't know necessarily how it works, because I'm assuming that they either sent their person home and had no more rooms to give, and that was the reason why they felt it was necessary to send that person
Now,
home. I can't really understand
And I'm
why.
sorry for interrupting you, but don't sometimes, instead of sending a person home, don't some of the chains, because I know I've stayed at the individual, actually some of them stay in the hotel and have a room.
90%. Not have a room. Not have a room,
Mm-hmm.
but there's an office right behind that front desk in every hotel I've ever seen.
Now let's fast
or
forward.
office space near that front desk.
No.
So that person is supposed to stay there. That person is supposed to be moving. The particular hotel that I had, it was a door right next to the front desk. So you were in and out of that door all night if you were the overnight person. But you would still be at that desk or in that office. But either way, you can see if you're in the office, there should be cameras inside the hotel.
Okay, but then that
to
brings
show.
us back to the camera and security, and that's what I want us to get down to. If it's a major hotel,
In suburban Chicago,
Okay.
which is a huge
I'm not
metropolitan
very
area.
familiar with Rosemont, but you might be correct.
Well, I don't know that
Question-
area particularly, but I'm just saying, I mean, Chicago, that's a huge metropolitan area. If you have a hotel, if you have one, I mean, the way it sounds to me is like that hotel was sold out for the night.
Okay, so let me back. That's probably well. So the question that I
How do
is,
you not? I mean, what happens if somebody wants a hotel overnight and you don't have a front desk person?
Well,
How do you sell that hotel
but
space?
That's my question. Why wasn't there no one in the lobby?
The
that
hotel
could
doesn't
see
want to
that?
lose money.
Okay, but here's my question
Yeah.
too. I thought that most major hotel chains, or even the smaller ones, they have some type of security that's on the premises that maintain. If you have
Not all the
video
time.
footage of an individual going throughout that hotel. There's no one who's sitting there and viewing cameras and seeing. Because my question is, where's the safety? Let's say, okay, we really don't know the situation with Kenneka because that's why we're here. But let's just say for someone who's going to check into a hotel, what real true security do you have? I feel like we all have a false sense of security because of the cameras.
Yes, that is a very false sense of security, because here's something that I would tell you as well. A lot of these places, whether it be a hotel or your local grocery store or a restaurant or whatever, a lot of these places have dummy cameras. And to me, the reason why the video is, well, they obviously edited it. It's,
well, let's not say they edited.
No, because they gave a revised version. So that's the definition of editing. Because we didn't see raw footage. I don't know.
How would you know if we saw raw footage? How would you know the difference?
Because we see a girl moving through the hallway in snapshots, and then we see this girl then somehow get downstairs to the vacant wing of the hotel, but we don't see a free flow.
But could you possibly have seen snapshots because in every area that she entered, there were no cameras?
But that's my point. That's what I'm getting to. A lot of areas of a hotel are either dummy cameras or don't have a camera. You see what I'm saying? So they probably gave you what it was that they had to show.
That's my point.
But here's my thing. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily have a problem with the cameras as much as I do with having a certain amount of people on premises with no security and no front desk agent. That's the issue that I take this, because particularly at my hotel, there would be a front desk agent overnight who would be handling paperwork, seeing who was coming in, making sure everything was paid for their everybody's hotel rooms, and then also looking at the camera to see, if any strange activity is happening in the hallways.
Have you been able to take a look at the video or picture of the Crown Plaza that
I saw? The Crown Plaza. The Crown Plaza is not. It's not a. What's the word I'm trying to look for? It's not a Hilton. It's not a Marriott. It's not where you have. I would say Hilton or Marriott would probably have like double the rooms. This place was a smaller hotel. It wasn't. It's like a medium-sized hotel. But that's why I would still assume that they would have.
Is because of coming from me, not someone who's working in the industry like you, but from my viewpoint, from what I've seen, it looks like a large hotel to me. But regardless of if it's large, mid-sized, small, wouldn't they have more than one employee throughout that hotel?
Even a small,
to keep an eye on various areas.
Even Motel 6s have overnight staff and overnight employees at the front desk to but since Motel 6 is an outside hotel, really there's not much that they could see or do. But they still have that staff on premises to call 911
where you worked at, if it was overnight, I don't care what time
where I worked at, they would have one
around.
There would be a security Thursday through Sunday, the busiest days of people coming into a hotel. Really Wednesday through Saturday, I'd say. So excuse me, Wednesday through Saturday, those were the days that we would have the security people come in, because we contracted. So we would have the security people come in on those busier days, and they would move around the premises. They were walking floor to floor. You see what I'm saying? They were out and about. They weren't sitting down checking cameras. They were just walking. Walking. See if they hear anything, see if they see anything. Cool, boom. And then there would also be that same person at the desk doing all of that. That would be the person who would look at the cameras. And in the particular one that I worked at, I would call it more of a medium size. It was a huge chain, but it was more of a medium-sized hotel. It wasn't a huge hotel, but they still took the proper precautions. That's just my biggest thing. Honestly, if I was this girl's family, I'd be asking these questions, which I'm sure they are. I'm sure, they're upset that it took so long for them to view the camera, and when they were able to, there was some things that could have been done from the hotel side. Mm-hmm. That just could have made these things better.
That's basically why.
If it does come out to be true, and I guess they're saying it's true, that this young girl was intoxicated.
We don't know that because I've seen the video. And
they were drinking liquor in the room. Is that a safe assumption to say that alcohol?
Problem is, I
can't blame that on alcohol, but
the problem is, I never saw a video footage or anywhere where Kenneka had a drink up to her lips.
Okay.
Now, I did hear the video, the 911 call that, of course, disturbed me. And with that and the TMZ footage release, it was too much for me. But where you could actually hear the mother asking them or telling them that her daughter was missing in the hotel. And she did mention that Kenneka's friend said that she had a cup. My question is...
Cup what?
Well, I didn't hear that. And the thing about it, my question is, like you said, a cup of what and what else?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I want to know. That's why I'm here, because my whole angle and the reason for my page is a conversation for grown folks. And what I want to know is why no one in that hotel saw her. Why no one, when the mother called or she came with the sister to let them know that the daughter was missing, why did no one take it seriously? And I know about privacy rights of people, but if she said she came with a group of girls and didn't leave with that group of girls, why can't someone just right then and there take the time to look at the footage or look around? Or why couldn't someone say, you know what, ma'am, we did see your daughter. We saw her, strolling around.
I can tell you exactly why.
Nothing.
The reason for that, once again, as someone who's worked at a hotel, is you see these things occur all the time in the instance of the cheating husband goes into the hotel with his side piece and his wife shows up.
I hate that word, by the way.
You hate side piece?
Side piece, thought.
Side piece. All right. So the cheating husband goes into the hotel with his side piece. Okay. And his wife pops up. She's got the gig. She knows what's happening. She knows what's going down. But if her name's not on that hotel, the hotel can't, because they're worried about their money. They're worried about profits, and they're worried about the what do you call it? Anonymity? What is it? When you're no one knows where you are.
Anonymous.
Anonymity or what? Hey, hell, I'm just gonna move past that.
We both can't say
it today.
But I know what it is.
But that's the word that I'm trying to use. That's the word I want to go for. They want their guests to feel completely anonymous, but
the difference is, son, I understand what you're saying, but okay, now here I come with my angle of the mother and the grandmother. When I come up to your desk, and I'm glad you're not there anymore, because I'm telling you, even if it was you, my son, if I come up to that hotel and I tell you my child is missing, and yes, at 19 you're considered a child to me, okay? If I come up there and I say,
for the
my
record,
child...
I'm not 19, I'm 26.
Okay, whatever. So if I come up to that hotel, I don't care what it is, and I say to you, my daughter came up in here with some friends, and they say that they couldn't find her and there's a problem, you got a problem. You got a problem. I don't care what the age. I'm not coming up there looking for my man. I'm not up there trying to fight a woman over my man. I'm coming to you about my child. Those are two different levels. When you say a child is missing, and I don't want to hear this because I already heard it in a 911 call. See, that 911 call playing she's 18 and she's an adult. But could have assisted,
legally, that's the thing. Let me finish
my point.
That's the catch-22.
It could have assisted in the reason that she's not here anymore. Because if people would stop looking at the damn number, people go around saying age ain't nothing but a number. If you stop looking at that number, and if everybody would have took the situation, you have to take every scenario for what it is. When her mother, who is, trying to get over, she surgery from cancer, and she's getting up out of her bed and she's saying she's missing, it don't take much for you to look. It don't. If you see her going in a room with whomever, then you can be like, well, ma'am, it's her privacy. It's her privacy. But then you wouldn't know, because if they would have looked at the video footage immediately, okay, if you go listen to the 911 call, he says, we found her. She's frozen.
I just want to understand the issue that I have.
Time wasted.
I saw that video. It looked like 40 people jam-packed into one hotel room. And it's not like it didn't look like multiple rooms. It might have had 2 beds in it. But it looked like a heck of a lot of people in one room. This one girl goes... They know she's messed up. If you talk to her in the room, there's no way she goes from being I'm straight to completely messed up in the hallway, and no one says, "Hey, where my girl at?"
People aren't even saying she was messed up in the hotel. I mean, people who are viewers are people who are older. But I mean,
we got to sit. If nobody brought her into that freezer, we have to ask ourselves, what exactly was this girl on that would have made her be so unaware? I'm 26. You're a whole lot older than me.
Thank you.
You didn't. Love you. But the reason for me saying that, though, is I haven't been drinking for a long time. You know, been only drinking for 5 years.
Stop now, son. While you're ahead of yourself.
But really, I don't drink that much. But when I do, and when I have drank a lot, I can't remember a situation where I was completely just out of it and couldn't.
I don't know
remember
if we will
what I was doing or where I was going.
Son, I don't know if we'll ever know what happened to Kenneka. I just don't want it to become like a John Benet Ramsey case. I want it solved.
Oh no, we know who did that.
But okay, stop. But the problem is, I just, unfortunately, this is a lesson for a lot of young people, like I mentioned before in another video. Another lesson of why we have laws, why we try to tell young people not to do the things that they do. And unfortunately, a young girl lost her life. And at this point in time, I'll accept the truth. But I mean the truth. I'll accept if they come back and say the only thing in her system was alcohol. Okay. But at this point in time, I didn't want to keep you guys on here that long. I just wanted to bring him on, give some insight on to help you for the future. Young people and older people, if you go to hotels, if you go to malls, if you go to different places, if you see a camera, don't have a false sense of security. One, you don't know if those cameras are working.
50% of cameras that you see in department stores, grocery stores, hotel, 50% of that is dummy cameras.
And
just to let y'all know.
Because that is the reason a couple of years ago that I knew this information from my son, because when I went to go to a major hotel chain in California, and I was concerned about my car, and I said, oh, it's okay, because even though they had a sign telling you, make sure you take all of your valuables with you, but I was like, oh, it's okay, they have a camera. So if somebody gets into my car, they can see it. And just to make this little snippet real quick for you, this little tidbit of information, when I went to visit a hotel in another state, and I woke up the next morning and I saw people running around like they were on fire. And I found out that over 5 cars had been vandalized in a nice suburban area. Windshields smashed in, things taken out of the car.
But these are guys who particularly know that these cameras aren't.
And I told them, I told the people who were upset, I'm like, calm down, it's okay. It's okay. Go tell the management, go tell the people at the front office, to take a look at the cameras. And guess what they were told? Those cameras outside don't work. So again, I didn't want to keep you.
And they're probably like, what do you mean that don't work?
Oh no, I saw a lot of people packing up and leaving that day. I felt bad for them, but
it'd be hot.
I'm glad we got to touch on some of this information. What I want to end this video on is back to this. I wanted to say a lot of people are upset because they felt the hotel is not giving the full footage, and I just wanted to say maybe think about. They maybe have. They may have given what they actually have. See, some people think when you say give us all of the footage from the surveillance camera that it shows every angle of that hotel. And it doesn't. And that's what brings me to this comment. The activist, Andrew Holmes, I need for you to go back out and have another press conference. You can go online, you can do a YouTube video. I don't care how you do it. But I really need you to clarify something that can help the community. And then maybe that'll help a lot of people to stop asking for something that doesn't exist. You came out and you told us, you gave us your word. And as an African American woman, I really take activists at their word, because most activists have worked very, very hard for that title and that respect. And I'm asking you, Mr. Holmes, to either ask the hotel that showed you the footage of her walking in that freezer, or I need you to come out and apologize to Tereasa Martin and Kenneka Jenkins family and the rest of the community that you misled. Because you may have seen her walking into the kitchen area of the hotel, but did you actually with your own two eyes view her opening up that freezer and walking in it like you said?
But didn't he come back and say that there was no view showing her? You said he didn't say that?
I said no. And if you've seen it, what day?
I just saw it the other day, maybe like 2 days ago.
I need you to show me that footage.
Of what? Her walking into the
No, that's
freezer?
not what I said. What I said, son, is I need Mr. Andrew Holmes, who gave the press conference, to come out and tell us that the hotel showed you footage of Kenneka walking into that freezer. Or you need to come out and apologize to Tereasa Martin, Kenneka Jenkins' mother, family, and the rest of the community for misleading us, which is making us feel like there's more to the video.
Yeah, but if I could say something real quick, did the family ask for this guy? Did the family ask for this activist? That's my point too. With all respect to whatever the gentleman's name is, whatever the activist is, I'm sure he's done a lot of activism. But my thing is, like, no, the family didn't ask for this guy. The family wanted to see the video. It's obvious that that's the reason why the hotel said, "Hey, we'll get this activist, and he'll look at the tape, and then the black community won't be so angry and probably won't rile up stuff. So we'll throw him in there, watch the video, tell him it's all right, blah blah blah." The video doesn't show the girl it shows her walking into a vacant wing of the hotel, which why would any guest have access to that? Why was there not security? Why was there not an overnight person? That's the questions that I have. And honestly, if I was a family, I know it's not going to bring back the loss that they've had, but this hotel is responsible for a whole lot more than what the media is making it. Personally, I believe if they decided to go down the lawsuit route, that they would win a lawsuit or probably settle out.
We don't know, but they're going to take care of that. But what I do know is we're running out of time because a lot of people have already checked out. But anyways, I want to thank you again for viewing my channel, Sophia in Life. Please take the time to subscribe and definitely leave comments. I love to read your comments, your thoughts. Make me think some more. Anyways, take care. Say bye-bye, Josh.
But before you take care, follow Joshua T. Merritt. Follow Joshua T. Merritt on Instagram. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, y'all. Y'all have a good one.